According to a new report from CNN, the officials with Customs and Border Patrol, with ICE, with the military, all of the folks that are basically carrying out Donald Trump's mass deportations have allegedly been instructed by the White House to make sure that they, as CNN put it, dress for the camera, right? We want you guys looking good. We want those logos visible. We want you to have your hats on. Do not leave the hats in the car. You got to make these logos visible. They got to be clean. They got to be spotless. And of course, we got to make sure that we're using the military planes. We want all of this to look as professional as possible. To distract from the cruelty and looming economic disaster that are going to come from this. But yeah, we want this to be a made-for-TV moment. Because that is the only thing that Donald Trump cares about. We have known this for many years, going back all the way, even before he became president. His biggest concern was, how do people look on camera? Right? He, back in that first administration, had certain people that went on TV all the time, a couple that would go on like once or twice, and then you'd never see that person again. And it's because Donald Trump didn't like the way they looked on TV. Didn't like the way they sounded, didn't like the way they represented him. Their hair was off. He would, according to reports at the time, he would critique their hair, he would critique the makeup, he would critique the outfits. They weren't made for TV. But he knows that the camera crews obviously are all around for these mass deportations. Hell, Dr. Phil was involved in one because, again, these are made for TV moments. I got to take a second to just talk about how insane that is. Dr. frickin' Phil involved in one of these immigration raids. Because everything is staged. Everything is ready to go. Everything is made for TV to process it and package it for low information voters to think this is the right thing to do. And look how professional and cool we look while doing it. Now, here is the thing, and CNN did point this out in their report. They said, listen, whenever something like this does take place, obviously, yes, whether it's with the FBI, carrying out a subpoena, doing a search, whatever, any kind of law enforcement, you want to have the insignias, the logos, the badges, everything clearly visible to reduce danger. Okay, you don't want to send cops in there in street clothes like this saying, hey, I'm the cop, I'm taking you out of the country. No, you need to look official. So that part, to a degree, is obviously understandable. Yes, we want them to wear these insignias so that they are easily identifiable. But where they point out the difference, and this is clearly the made-for-TV moment, is in the transportation of these individuals. Because we're not talking about regular, just little paddy wagons or whatever they call them these days, or regular police cars where they escort the people out. We're talking about full-blown military vehicles on the streets. But more importantly, and of course they pointed out this is what separates these raids from raids that were conducted during the Biden era, is that they're using military aircraft to take these people out of the country. That is not standard procedure. And of course, that costs a hell of a lot of money for the United States, so these raids are going to end up costing us more money than they would save us. Of course, they're not saving us any money, even if we used commercial aircraft. We're going to be screwed economically from it. But anyway, they're using military aircraft so that it looks scarier, so that it looks more official, so that anyone around the globe that might consider coming into this country fears the full might of the United States military. That is the made-for-TV part. We're trying to strike fear into the hearts of these people who committed the misdemeanor crime of coming into this country illegally. That is what Trump wants people around the world to see, and that is, unfortunately, what they are seeing right now. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.